Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hello, my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, take that deep breath. When I say things are out of order and my channel is as messy as my life, babies, my life is so extremely messy. Not as messy as 2020. And some people, they're just like, oh yeah, COVID. Like, nah, babies. If you even like combine COVID with getting diagnosed after over 30 years of people calling you a liar and all this other blah, 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 blah. If you don't know, oh, yeah, I'm literally almost on 800 episodes. So start catching up. And yes, like, oh, Mr. Spider, he hated the fact that sometimes I do repeat some of my past stories. Yeah, because moments in life are so complex. So many people, when they say why they did it, sometimes they say they don't know because of there's a plethora. It's from different things that happened in their life, about their life, and who they are becoming or who they were in their past. So many different reasons. And so, yeah, when I talk about the construction of my life and the destruction of my past and things, it's hard to forget the trauma. It is, but okay. Yeah, take that deep breath and don't forget the Epstein files, baby. Miss Pham, she was one of my favorite lawyers, one of my favorite YouTubers. She's spilling tea lately. I think I listened to like 4 or 5 episodes while working on uploading episodes, while working on some new poetry and things, and chef's kiss. And yeah, if you're new, just know I am the handicapable black woman. I talk about different political issues, dating life, family issues, gray sheep society, because I am a gray sheep and I'm going to be like creating and working on different like items for that. Probably 2027 because I have a novel, children's books with characters who are everything that Republicans hate. Yeah, I love that for me. And everything that Mr. No Heart and Mr. Spider it's like, oh, he better never buy any, like, okay, I'm gonna get like, if you don't know, catch up. But that no good, spineless, terrible, despicable liar who okay, you know what? Yeah. Get out that piping hot, boiling patty tea, babies. Add a little sugar, or it's like if you don't like it sweet, it's okay, you know. But if you like it cold, hold the ice because the ice is a hot mess in the streets, especially lately. Especially, they don't like it when you're not white. Just like my ex, Mr. Spider. No heart, technically, too, because you remember his mother said the only reason you got into college is because you're black. But yeah, the reason why she said that, and I repeat that because it's so complicated with her. Everything bad about black people, she wanted to put that on me. Every bad stereotype about black people, she wanted to put that on me. But in everything that I accomplished, everything I did, she said, I only got it because I'm black. If I wasn't black, then they wouldn't have. Yeah. She hated all of the amazing and good things I was able to accomplish. Everything that I worked my tush off. She ooh. It's like, and one day it's like, and I know I repeat some of the same examples, and there's so many other things that were sad. But over time, for my mental health, I had to stop thinking about it. I had to try to forget it, especially if I was going to step my foot into that house again. No, no babies. But, oh yeah, Mr. Spider. Okay. He gave me so many hints that he was not, okay. maybe not a racist, but yeah. They were like, and he doesn't even realize, like, he would probably like be so insulted and be so upset with me, but and some people might try to put me in that spectrum because but there's a difference because yeah, it's like when I speak truth about what I see in the dating world, yeah, when I see patterns with demographics, especially with race and nationalities, yes, when I see black men telling me that I act white and that I'm trying to be white and all this other stuff, sounding like some of the teachers I used to work with. But then also Middle Eastern men who tell me that black girls are just to play with, black girls are to use until they're ready to get married. When I keep hearing Middle Eastern men say it in different ways, I'm going to say it on this channel. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and if you look at my Patreon, oh, yeah, check out my Patreon. I've got all the evidence. Okay, not all, because, yeah, my phone, ooh, yeah, but baby, I have so many screenshots that prove everything I'm saying. Yeah. Thanks for everyone calling me a liar until I got diagnosed. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that made sure. Like, I don't always have the evidence, but 90% of the time, oh, I will have the evidence, babies. And that's why I'm going to be talking about the gremlin and Mr. Spider, Mr. No Heart, especially. Like, Mr. Lock and Key, yeah, it's like, that's probably going to be a different episode because the way he harmed me, oh, and how almost every relationship, this is one reason why, like with men, I'm at a point where I retire with traditional dating because, well, I'll talk about it in a different episode, but let's just say, yeah, it's called research, and oh, found a different, a different guy who seems at least great to go out to a movie and stuff, but do I expect anything? No, once he sees my disability, just like Mr. Spider, he's gonna be like, I'll use her for a little bit. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, I know you're gonna try to use me. I know you're gonna try to use me. So yeah, we'll go out to this movie. We'll go out to dinner. Like, but yeah, after like yeah, I'll watch my back. I know not to let you in the house every single week, 2 or 3. Like he not at all. No, no. And so okay. And I'm gonna be talking about this so much with different episodes. And the fact that I hope he stopped listening to my episodes because he tried to use it against me. And this is one reason why I'm under construction. Because and I keep saying but because, it's like if you know the Disney, yes, like type it in, the message is like if you know, yeah. But yeah, oh, and trying to start a business now. I'm getting a call from one of the companies who is trying to sell me one of the items for my website. But I'm going to talk about that on the Nerd channel. But it's funny, they're calling it now. I'm like, really? Really? Are you trying to get one more sale before 5 o'clock? Really? But anyway, I am under construction, and that includes trying to get my businesses together. It's like I'm working hard, I'm focusing, and that's another reason why I know I was never like, well, while going to church and being brainwashed and stuff. When I was about to go to college, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to college, get my degree, get a husband, have the kids, the traditional way. But then my walking was getting worse. Everyone's still calling me a liar and blaming me. And again, like COVID, it was heartbreaking because what going through COVID and I just had surgery. So like 2019, 2020, not being able to walk anymore for 3 or 4 months, then having surgery, and then doctors still blaming me like, no, you need to walk right. It was your fault to begin with, so now just walk right. And then going test after test after test. My perfect sister, oh, like, yeah, she had my back. And some people are yeah, if you need to catch up because, yeah, she is every daughter's dream come true, except for the racist white people, the bigots. But other than that, everybody's dream come true of a daughter and stuff. But yeah, she had my back. She did. And I know for a fact, no, like, so many, the men that I've dated, they would have left me. Mr. Spider, he would have left me for sure. And oh crap, this is probably going to be a three-parter too. I'm going to need a part three. But I will never forget when he's telling me about what his ex-wife said about me and how I'm nothing but a like an OB special ed. And like when I say she's a gremlin, her heart, gremlin. Okay, okay. But he didn't sound like he was that defensible. And even he, after he broke up with me, like 2 or 3 weeks after, he kept saying, oh, like, because I wrote him, because I was like, I need to know the answer. You keep saying you don't know. You keep saying I did nothing wrong. If you don't know and I did nothing wrong, what the crap? Like, no. It's like when I say he showed every sign that he wanted to be with me, because, okay, every summer over the last, ever since, COVID and stuff like that, I go out of town with my sister for a week, and it's not that far or whatever. So guess what? Mr. Spider was like, oh, so I'm gonna drive over to where you're at so I can spend time with you. And oh, this is less than a month before he broke up with me that he said this. So yeah, this is why it's so confusing and heartbreaking. And I know he's nothing but a despicable, awful, terrible, backstabbing liar. But anyway, I'm like, what do you mean? It's like it's only going to be for a week. No, I can't be without you longer than a week. No, I love you. I'm gonna drive there and I'm gonna spend time with you. He's like, at least once or twice. No, I'm doing that. And for someone with a disability, that means a lot because it's just like, wow, okay. He really loves me. He really wants to be with me. He's willing to drive that hour. And then he was like, it's only an hour. That's okay, whatever. I don't care. It's just an hour there and back. Like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. What about the gas prices? And it's like you have the kids, and oh yeah, no, but that's okay. No, it's not that much gas. Like, no. So for people who might judge me, like, oh, you should have known better, all this stuff, you have no idea all of the things this man was telling me, especially less than a month before breaking up with me. It's like night and day. That's one reason why I will never ever forgive him. Yes. And I keep mentioning kind of the Bible because, like, I've been through a lot of brainwashing. I've been through so much brainwashing. It's not even funny. And see, now I'm getting another call from one of the other companies that's trying to sell me something. Like, see, but at least this is proof that I'm working on the business. At least this shows I'm working on my goals. And one reason why I say I'm under construction is because a lot of these men, they just kept stopping me from my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, and even my outward beauty. Because, like, when I tell you, a lot of men told, like, they would break up or they would ghost me or whatever, the next thing you know, they're writing me apologizing. And then they want another chance. Oh, Mr. Spider never wants another chance, but I'll get to that. This is why I'm probably gonna need a part three. But yeah, do you know how many men, like, especially, oh, Snodgrass? If you've been listening, you already know about him. But yeah, years after well, it was kind of like we both broke up with each other because he told me, be a promotional model or date me. I'm not dating a promotional model. Even though I hardly worked any of the bar promotions. Most of mine were like PNC, like the Grow Up Great with Sesame Street and stuff. I would like be like talking to kids and like helping them dress up as who they want to be and coloring and all that. That was like when I met him, that in oh Starbucks. I'm in the whole Starbucks like gear and asking people, do you want to like mint mocha chip frappuccino blended coffee? But Starbucks, yeah, it's like, yeah, you get points taken off during a secret shop if you don't say Starbucks mint mocha chip frappuccino blended coffee. So, yeah, any of the Starbucks people, they probably like, oh, girl, you missed it. Like, no, I got you. I got you. But yeah, I worked for that promo company who was with them for about I think I'll say 3 to 5 years just in case, 3 to 5 years. But yeah, that was with my first client because like when I worked at the zoo, this one, like, yeah, it's like I started with promos because this woman came up to me. She was like, "You're so vibrant, you're beautiful, you're blah, 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 blah. Have you ever thought of working promotions?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm thinking of going into marketing. That's what I've been applying." And she was like, "Perfect. Gave me a card. That's how I started." But I talked about that. But anyway, Snodgrass. I told him how I want to do promotional modeling because since I want to go into marketing, it gives me experience and hands-on experience, and I can look at how different companies promote and things like that. And I can maybe, check out different companies, stuff like that. He didn't care. He was like, no. He was like, I don't want men hitting on you. And then if you look at Snodgrass and Spider, they both like with Mr. Nohar, if any guy ever hit on me that day, he would ignore me for the rest of the day, unless he wanted a little something, But and then even with Mr. Spider, he kept wanting to downgrade me to look like his ex-wife. Like he would always tell me, "No, do this and do that. Oh, you're beautiful, blah blah blah." No, and he knew he was making me not attractive. He knew it. He knew, and he never wanted to date a black woman. Oh, wait until I get into that episode. I might even say that for African American month, because like I've talked about this in other episodes where men date black women, but they don't want to date black women, or they want it as like a checklist, or they want like I don't, I don't even. It's yeah. Let's just say it's interesting, but here is one of the most frustrating parts and why I will never ever forgive him, because while his ex-wife was harassing me, treating me like garbage, being one of the worst bullies or whatever, he said that at one point, like, yeah, she had a disability. Yeah, well, she claims, but yeah, she was in a lot of pain, and yeah, she was blah blah blah, whatever. Told me this whole story, but I'll keep it, well, I don't respect her at all. So one day, you know what? I might talk about it too, because I don't respect her at all, and I don't respect him or believe him or trust him or no, nope. Anyway, I remember how we were talking about that, and I'm like, so she has a disability, but then she has the nerve to call me obese special ed. But then with special ed, like I know that's with education, and yes, like I learn differently because of my disability, but I have a lot more education than her. Is she jealous or is she upset because she has a and nothing wrong with like for those who have an associate's, bravo. But I feel like was she jealous because I have my bachelor's, my MA, and an MBA? Is she upset because I have like 3 times as more education and I have 3 certifications too? Is she upset with that? Is she mad at me because I have more than her? Possibly. But yeah, he would tell me how she had like she has or even during one of the recordings that he played for me, she would even say that she's disabled too. And but I will never forget, like I think it was the same night, or it was around the same time of the month where we were talking, and he was talking about when he was younger, and he noticed that I changed. Like, I didn't feel comfortable being around him the rest of that night, but he said that in his younger years he wouldn't have dated me. He wasn't as mature. He wasn't like, he knows he wouldn't have been able to see me in that way at all, or he wouldn't have been attracted to me. And he said it in a longer version, a longer story, but I just remember looking at him like, okay, it's like this is one of the first times you're ever opening up to me. But wow, it's like you know, like what you're saying, like. And the thing is, sometimes I wondered. I know I didn't finish that sentence, but sometimes I did wonder if it was because his mom and ex-wife were so strict with him and mean to him. Like, I'll talk about, like, because yeah, I don't have any respect for him, so I'm gonna tell all of it. I don't care anymore. But I didn't know if because of is his bluntness and the things he said and how he said it was because of his treatment, or if he could possibly have, like, because I know Mr. Lakaki, he was bipolar schizophrenic. And I'm not saying like people are different. Like, some people, they want to combine everybody with a disability with all of the same traits, all of the same behaviors and everything. But no, it's like Lakaki was just a nightmare. And the way he used his bipolar schizophrenia on top of everything, and how he treated people and everything. Ooh, wee babies. Oh. And how he would literally tell me that if I broke up with him, or if I stopped seeing him, he was going to eliminate himself from the earth, and then use my Christian, like, yeah, once he realized, oh, you're a church girl, I'm gonna, like, he used that against me. And then, like, since I walk differently, oh, well, just know no one else is gonna want you. But then turn around in the next week or month or whatever, he would try to get me arrested for his crime and tell me, well, who's the cop going to believe, a black woman or a white man? Hmm. But yeah, one of my last college students asked me, or he, no, he didn't ask, he told me, he told the class, but he didn't want it to be out loud, but he said it out loud. Racism is over with, so why don't you get over it? Yeah, I wonder what he says now. Hmm. Because, oh yeah, he's Middle Eastern. But do you know how many Middle Eastern men I know who voted for the orange man and called me stupid or dumb? Do you know how many Hispanic men I know who voted for the orange man and then said I was dumb? Do you know how many Asian men? Because see, it's like, this is why, like, yeah, when I talk about people of color and stuff, ooh, I have the proof, I have the evidence in my Patreon. So again, check that out. Look at that. But okay, back to the main thing, because the way that certain, like, the way men treat people with disabilities is disgusting. But the way the way he treated me, and the way, like, the 180, I'm just like, there must be something off for the way, like, how do you, like, cuz at least no heart, he treated me like at least I knew he treated me like garbage. At least I'm not surprised. Like, when I left him, it's like there was no confusion in that game. Like, when I left him, I celebrated. When I left him, I was, yeah, not one brain cell in my brain was confused. They were all in agreement. Some were like, girl, it's about time. Even if you're single for the rest of your life, it's worth it. But with Mr. Spider, everything, it was so confusing. So confusing during that breakup, because, like, even when he told me it's because of my disability, Your ex wife had a disability. What you really mean is because I have a physical disability. What you mean to say is because I was born with my disability. What you mean to say is that I can't look normal in your eyes. What you mean to say is that, yeah, you want to make sure you say you're not embarrassed, but no, you're embarrassed. Stop acting stupid. Stop pretending. Stop trying to pretend that I'm dumb. Because the thing is, I kept telling him because I would notice different things. I would hear what he said. So when I would say things, oh no, no, baby, oh no, don't think that. No, that's not, don't blame, yeah, everything. But then it turned out I was right the entire time. He was a liar. And I keep running into that. Men turn out to be lying to me. And this is why with dating apps, yeah, I don't open up anymore. I've had so many men end up blocking me or like like not wanting to talk to me anymore. I don't care. I'm at a point where I know how villains are made because I've been telling my truth all my life. I tell the truth to these men on day one. Then, oh, why would a man have an issue with that? Oh, I wouldn't have the issue. Who cares if you have a disability? That's how Mr. Spider was. And then every single week he was in this house. Every single week he was in this house. And even I had family come up and visit. How come they're like, oh, I heard you have a guy and he's so sweet. He's amazing. Like I keep hearing your father keeps mentioning him, but it's like we were told that we are gonna meet him. What day are we gonna meet him? Oh, don't worry, you're never gonna see his existence. What? No, that's not nice. Oh, we want to meet. No, don't worry. No, I'm never going to see his existence again either. And I laughed it off. And they look at me funny, but I don't care. It's none of their business. But yeah, it's like when I say he was around this house so much, when I say every week he was like, we're having date night, I don't care, whatever. When he said that he was going to take me on the train trip and do so, like he wanted to make it Facebook official, I am so happy I said no on that. I was dumb because he went to be friends on Facebook and I was like, let's wait. And he was like, no, no. He kept, hinting at like, no. And so I was like, okay, yeah, so like, okay, we can at least do the friends thing. And that's when his ex-wife started. But he blamed it on my disability, but his ex-wife has a disability. Yeah. And so I know he's still keeping something from me. And the fact that after he broke up with me, and this is why I'm going to be under construction. Yeah, this is going to be a part 3. But he had the nerve to lie to me the entire time. And I took myself away from some of my goals because I could have been writing, I could have been creating, I could be working on the website that he didn't spend 1 second on. All the lies, all the betrayal, all the things babies. And he made me think that a black woman with a disability could find love. I don't trust love anymore. I don't trust men anymore. Like, so many men, even in my family, have disappointed me lately. In politics, they disappoint. In social settings, they disappoint. It's upsetting. And just seeing how determined these men were with using me, taking advantage of me, trying to make me look like the monsters they were married to. Yeah. Or at least at the levels, because, yeah, they were both white, but they were trying to turn. Yeah, so I'm working on myself, working on my being, working on my self-esteem. Because they tried to destroy me. They tried. I'm fighting every day, but they tried. Thank you for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.